Okay, should be recording again. I'm gonna try to stay really close to the mic real quick because I was over at round 1 with my girlfriend and we were trying to win some plushies at the crane game. And yeah, I had the original version of this video and I tried to do a one take wonder and I guess you really couldn't hear it. So it's Bonsai, Rager Bonsai, and we're back at it again. This is for the game room, the TGR Feisty Friends Impotent Division. Yeah, Little Cup VGC. Real excited for this, just because, Series 10 is around the corner, and we're not really gonna be in this Dynamax format anymore, so might as well run it. And I'm kind of over Series 9. I never really played it, so this Little Cup twist on it, I think it's gonna be really, really fun. Shout out to Cali Sen yet again for the TGR logo. Also shout out to Brave VGC for making the TGR intro that I'm gonna be using. Yeah, and also shout out to Rory for the thumbnail, which is also the trainer card for this league. And yeah, trying to redo this whole thing. Might get a headset with a mic attached to the headset, if that might make things better in the future, because this is still pretty new to us and I like this mic and everything, but I want the quality of the audio to be a little bit better. Also, I'm using the PreSonus Revelator and it has some pretty crazy presets that you can switch it to if you just press a button, but we're not gonna do any of that. But right here, San Jose Sharpedoes. Yeah, let's get it for our first round pick. Oh, by the way, this was a 5-tier tier list, and you had to pick 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2s, 2 tier 3s, 1 tier 4, and then finish it off with a 4 pick in the free pool with 200 points. And the highest point Pokemon was 80 and the lowest was 20. And for our first pick, we got Fungus. And a little backstory to this is I'm in a 3v3 crazy league. Excuse me. It's basically like a 3v3 league with Dynamax, Ubers, and Mega Evolutions. So yeah, it's pretty nutty. But me and my teammates, we have Fungus as our mascot. So yeah, Fungus. In VGC, specifically Fungus and Amoongus, they're one of the few redirectors. I wouldn't say Rage Powder is quite as good as Follow Me, but it forces prep. They're gonna have to run safety goggles, or they're gonna have to have their grass types to be immune to it. Fungus, really bulky though, and it gets access to Regenerator. Pretty great typing. It is a fighting resist. That's pretty big. Hell of a Pokemon. Little fungi. Yeah. For our next pick though, we got Cubone. So that's that Gen 1 Pokemon right there. Honestly, probably one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Hits like a fucking truck. I've done a couple Little Cup singles leagues on like Showdown, and Cubone is a hitter. He's pretty slow, but in VGC, getting Trick Room off is a little bit easier than to do in singles. So he's also really good with his ability being Lightning Rod. So we can have bulky Cubones with max Airstream on, or just Lightning Rod is there to protect our water types or our flying types. and with its rock head ability, you get no double edge recoil, and double edge itself is a pretty strong max strike. So Cubone, looking sick as fuck with the mask. Pretty good defense. Special defense a little bit lackluster, but physical defense, I believe it's like a base stat of 90, so that's pretty solid. Yeah, Cubone, 60 points. Fungus, 80 points. We're just going down from tier to tier when we pick, because honestly, when I'm picking stuff, I just want to pick stuff that look cool. So, Cubone, for the fans, for the OG fans, and I'm really excited. Ground types are good, I think, just in general, in draft. So, next pick, got Mantine. Like we said, Lightning Rod that Cubone has, it protects our water types and it protects our flying types. Mantine it is both. And what's crazy about Mantine is its base special defense at 110. Really solid. Gets stab, max airstream. Not that strong in air slash, but gets swift swim with max geyser. So you could do some stuff like that. And it's pretty bulky on the special side. You get Cubone, that's pretty bulky on the physical side. Just having them, pairing them, and also being able to switch into each other's moves and stuff like that. So because water is super effective against ground, so we might need to have that in the back line. And excuse me, yeah, Mantine, pretty good if you ask me. Our next pick, we got Mime Junior. Pretty low HP, base 20, but fairly solid special defense, as well as okay defense. But its ability filter is basically like prism armor. You get 3/4 of what would be the damage done to you. So only on super effective attacks. So its typing is pretty good, being a psychic and a fairy. Unlike Hatena, that doesn't get its fairy typing until it's fully evolved form. Mime Junior, he gets it. It gets fake out in VGC, just like redirection. Really important. So it also can set screens, so that's really good. I could see it coming with Focus Sash a lot, maybe EV Light, but fake out support plus screen support, we can make it work. I believe Mantine and Cubone were both 60 points. Mime Junior, 40 points. Yeah, that's it for Mime Junior. Our next pick, also 40 points. We got Sinistee, and confirmed it today, so it's kind of good that I'm remaking this video. But basically, in a lot of leagues, you can't really baton pass stats, but since this is a VGC and a Dynamax league, this you can, because we're going by Series 9 rules. And Sinistee, Ghost type, really solid. Can also get Ally Switch, which is a cheeky move, and it's cheeky because you can reveal it once and then after that it's a mind game, and if you have a Pokemon that is weak to fighting, for example, you can Ally Switch, bait the Max Knuckle, or close combat, whatever, and just dodge it entirely. So that's pretty good. But on top of that, you can get Shell Smash, Wide Herb, Baton Pass. When you have a Fungus, my bad, by its side, that is just an option. So the Ghost typing really clutch on our team though, because you'll see later on, everything kind of synergizes well, and yeah, it's cool. I'm really picking Pokemon that I see to have decent move pool or something that is just really unique about them. And I'm really excited for the team so far. I think I'm gonna bring everything at least once. Everything here kind of has like a best friend, partner that it always wants to be with. Yeah, we're about halfway done. Next pick though, we got Zigzagoon and Craziest Raccoon. He's a goon for sure. Why is he? Because it's a normal type that if you have Sinistee next to it and ally switch them, a max ghost move would be immune. So that's pretty big. It could be a pairing right there, but Zigzagoon, if you pair it with something like Fungus, it can just belly drum and then eat a berry or berry juice or whatever, and then actually no, since we're playing level 50, I doubt we'll run berry juice, but yeah, you can get a citrus berry after you belly drum, and then it runs E-speed, and the max normal move being max strike, that's pretty solid too. So picked it for, I believe that's 20 points. Yeah, we got to pick a couple of 20-point Pokemon because we got some good Pokemon out of the 200-point pool that we're able to use. Zigzagoon, it could be the Clutch Master. E-Speed is priority 2, beats Aqua Jet, Bullet Punch, Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, Ice Shard, all that type of stuff. So Zigzagoon, normal Pokemon, really cool. Next one, we got Poniard though. That 4 times weakness to fighting, but we got that Sinistee to go with it. And Poniard is good because when I joined the DPEC or Daycare Poke Cup, yeah, they were giving recommendations on why Poniard's so good and stuff like that, and basically just try to give it someone that can give it max airstream support, and he's good. He's good to go. So really solid. Defiant, just on a team roster, I feel is very important. So that being one thing that can scare off intimidators that would otherwise want to threaten our Zigzagoon, that would want to threaten our Cubone, you know what I mean? So and if they bring it, he gets a stat, an attack boost, so that's pretty solid. Yeah, and having Poniard, I feel a little bit confident. I'm really excited to use him. He hits like a truck too, so really excited to use him, and he looks hella sick. So our next mon though, right here, we got Fletchling, so it gets that priority max airstream, like I said, but also it gets priority Tailwind, which can be very clutch. It gets access to Will-O-Wisps, even though it's not a fire type yet, and it gets pivot momentum with U-turn. So Fletchling, it being a normal, also immune to Ghost, but it being flying means you're not dealt double damage when it comes to fighting moves, so that's really good. Poniard and Fletchling were both the 80-point picks that I picked up, so therefore I was left with 40 points for 2 Pokemon, having to get 20-point Pokemon, but it didn't really matter to me. I found some really solid Pokemon in my opinion, one being Igglybuff, and just having the ability Friend Guard is pretty solid because when I can see there is something that isn't going to be a little bit crippling to my team composition, such as they don't have Fake Out or they don't have Redirection, and I can have one solid Pokemon and just Dynamax at turn 1, having Igglybuff to its side is pretty good because I will be taking a little bit less damage, and therefore that max Pokemon gets to shine a little bit more. It is a normal and a fairy type, so I'm Uni Ghost and I'm Uni Dragon. I guess that's pretty good. Its Friend Guard ability is the main thing going for it, and then maybe its HP, but its defenses are kind of bad, to be honest. So just a 20-point pick, but hopefully we get to use it a couple times. Maybe one time. It's a bencher for sure. But last pick right here, Bergmai, and this one I think I'm going to be using a little bit more. Kind of have a weakness to fighting, but it's okay. Sinistee, I feel like, is going to be the quarterback kind of Pokemon on this team. Bergmai, why I think they're really sick is, it's solid in its physical defense, and its attack, it's not too shabby. So it's pretty tanky, it gets sturdy, but it also gets own tempo, meaning you can't be confused, and Mime Junior gets swagger. So that right there is pretty good. You can just swagger for the boost, and then you can max it and just go for like steel spikes, go for quakes, stuff like that. And he's just really unkillable. So paired with the right support, I think Bergmai's going to be really good. And depending on what the matchup is, we're going to just need the right support Pokemon for it. But Bergmai, 20 points, I think that's super clutch. And yeah, that right there, I think that's the whole roster. This one was a 10 Pokemon, no more, no less. And the only thing is you didn't have to use all your points, but we used all our points. This is the roster as of right now. Might make some transactions, we don't know, we gotta test things out. So hopefully you guys look forward to the TGR Feisty Friends Impotent Division best out of 3 LC VGC matches. So it's been real, it's Bonsai, and hope you guys have a great day.